All right, I'm here. I barely made it, but I'm here, and we're gonna get started and have a good talk. Hopefully, we'll get some people in here soon so we can get started. This is really my first real live stream that I'm doing. We'll see how it goes, but I want to talk to you about some important things. Mainly, I've been seeing a lot of people losing money that are using Amazon FBA. Amazon FBA was designed for us to have simplicity and to make money, but this is not what I see going on Amazon FBA, and it is like boggling my mind. I'm seeing people selling things at an extreme loss. People are selling things and not looking at the numbers, not considering how much they have to pay, not considering that you have a minimum of 4 people that you split your money with, because obviously you have to pay some taxes. So that's one part of the split. Then you have a supplier, so you have to buy the stuff from someone. Then you have to sell it on a platform or somewhere where you sell it, whether that's the flea market or online, wherever. You gotta pay somebody to do that. And then you have to have it carried by the post office or some type of a carrier. So that's another way of splitting the money on each transaction that you make. So inside that transaction, we need something for ourselves, not just for now, but for later on. And that's what I see a lot of people failing at getting done, actually making money. You got people who are losing money to sell stuff, and my mind is boggled right now. It really is, truly. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. So far, we just got one viewer. Shout out to my first viewer. Shout out to my only viewer at this time. Let's get some more people in here so we can get this talk going, and I can go into the details on the things that I want to talk about. It's actually, it's like, it's despicable. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my sweating. I ran and took the trash out and did a whole bunch of stuff before I started my stream because I was trying to just get things done, and I was a little late. I was caught in traffic. I try to make the most of my time, and me making the most of my time has me doing so many different things at one time, at any given time, that sometimes, I misjudge where I need to be. But I got some cool headphones today. I don't know how to pronounce this company. It's Leme. I don't know how to pronounce that, and these are the headphones here. The design is different. You know what I'm saying? Different type of design. I paid $16 for this. I got this from Micro Center. Maybe I'll do a review on these in a couple days. It says it has the 12-hour battery life. Anyway, it was a go. I like the box. The box seemed like something that was premium, so I grabbed the headphones. Once again, I apologize for sweating. So far, we got 2 viewers. We got 3 viewers now. I'm hoping to get 10 viewers. That would be satisfaction for my first live stream ever on YouTube that I actually said I was going to do, and I'm doing. So with that said, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, guys, that is extremely important, is making sure you are not losing money when you sell something on Amazon. People are actually losing money, like they're selling things at a loss. And it's confusing me. Like, I don't understand why you would want to sell something at a loss. Man, I'm going to show you some examples of what I'm talking about. I got some stuff over here. Stuff like this. Stuff like this. People are selling these things at a loss, or they were at a certain time. These were $1. Going rate $1. These were 50 cents. This and this. 50 cents was the going rate. Clearance, of course. Now, if you were to take those things and scan them in the Amazon Seller app, which is what I want most people to be using right now, especially if you're new, you don't want to get fancy and start using all of these different apps that show you a bunch of different things that may not necessarily be crucial in you making the decision on what it is that you want to buy. So just keeping it simple and using Amazon Seller, you would scan these items here, any particular one. After scanning that item, on the right hand side of the screen, you have something called the gross proceeds, which is actually what you should be getting back after fees and things. So that number is to be bigger than the number that you have to put out on the front end when you make your purchase. So saying that, Purchase cost will be 50 cents plus taxes. Who knows how much the tax bracket is in your state? If you're in a state like Delaware, you probably don't have any taxes. So let's say if you were in Delaware, it would be a flat rate of 50 cents. Somewhere else, like where I live at, we have like between 6% and 8% taxes. So you would tack on an additional 6 or 8% to that 50 cents. So that would be your total cost per unit of that item. Then you would look inside your Amazon Sellers app after scanning the barcode to make sure the gross proceeds is a bigger number than the number we just talked about. If that number is bigger, you look at how much bigger it is and if you can be competitive based on what the lowest price is, so on and so forth, so you can generate sales. And after doing so, you would recognize either a profit or a loss. People are actually recognizing losses, and that's the reason why I wanted to go live to talk about this, because it's mind-boggling that someone will go into a store, obviously pay for the item. Maybe they're getting it for free. I don't know. That's to be discussed. That's a whole nother argument and talk. But saying that, let's suppose they paid the same thing I paid or close, or maybe a little less. When we go inside the app, they are selling this at a loss. Some of them are bringing in negative $1, which means not only are they paying $1 to sell it, we're not even considering what it costs them to send it in and everything else. So it's more than that number. So if it says we're negative $1, you're negative $1 plus buy costs plus shipping costs. So that's mind-boggling. And when you check some of the people's inventory, they got 20 or 30 in stock or whatever. They got more than one. If they had one, I could, say, or maybe that's a pricing error. Maybe this person is new. It could be a lot of reasons why that could be the case. But when I go into these people's store and just look at what they have to offer, these people are lowballing on everything and losing money on quite a few things. So it's having me scratch my head and say, man, what are these people actually doing? And how can you actually run a business at a loss as a small seller? As a bigger seller, all right, I can see things like that happening. I can see different reasons for them being in such a state with certain SKUs. But on a wider level, just running your business and losing money, I don't understand how that's actually possible. Because obviously your business has a certain amount of capital to put out into inventory. So as you put that capital out, you're going to need capital coming back in to be able to replenish and to move forward and to build the company that you're building. So if you're putting money out and then paying money to put that money out, how do you actually have money come in? That's the part that's confusing me, and I want to make sure you guys are not having that happen to you. So I'm saying that to say, when you scan something, I should have had my iPad to show you an example. Let's just say with this particular item here, if you missed it, I paid about $15.99 for these headphones. I got these from Micro Center. It's not a lot of Micro Center stores. I know there's a few of them in Maryland, and we just got one in Pennsylvania, and you got a few of them in New Jersey and a few in New York. But saying that to say, these headphones were on Amazon for like 26 bucks. So it was a difference in arbitrage of around $10. Not enough to try to make a profit off of it because it would be too slim. But if I were to try to make a profit off of it, I would know that my buy cost and the cost, the lowest price seller in Amazon at this time is a difference of about $10. So I would have to consider, can I make that a difference of $20? Will I be able to sell that for $10 more than that person and wait them out, or just see if people will pay more for a different offer? What exactly are we dealing with? Because I'm just confused why someone would do that. Like, you're losing money. This doesn't make sense to try to do that. I wouldn't try to sell this when it's a difference of $10. It would have to be a bigger difference for me to feel comfortable with this item. And this brand, I haven't heard of this brand before, LEME. Like, this is something new for me. And it's like a different type of look. People might get them and not really necessarily like them. They're kind of big. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. It's kind of big. It's different. It's not a bad feel when you put them on. And I like the way it rests, on my neck and on my shoulders. I like that. It doesn't look too bad, but it's different. It's different. It's definitely different. What captured me about this was the premium type of box and the feel to the box. The box has a good feel to it, so they sold me on it. I haven't been able to use them yet. I charged them fully using my charging block in the car, and I'm looking forward to using them. I had a comment, but I wasn't able to read it. Let me see if I can read this comment. Show live chat messages. Oh man, this is my first time going live, guys, so I don't know how to read the comment, but somebody left me a comment. Man, I wish I knew how to do it. If you can, put your comment up there again so I can read it and address it and, you know, hopefully be able to answer it or bring to light something that you were looking to get answered. But I'm just confused, guys. Like, for instance, if you see right here, I got tons of these. I have every different type of one of these that you can get. My buy cost for these was $2, and they currently sell for $10, but they should be selling for more. So I'm going to be ready for Q4. I got tons of them. I got hundreds of these when I went to the store, and I've been buying them. I could actually compete with the other guys that are selling it and probably make some money, but I'm not looking to do it right now because it's just not lucrative at this moment, the way they have it going with the pricing war. And some of these guys don't care if they make money. I don't understand that. They do not care if they make money or not. You have to make money. Once again, let me explain it to you. Not only do you have to pay the IRS, that's one person. You have a supplier because you buy this stuff from somewhere, so that's two people. Then you have a carrier because after you sell it to someone and they live in a different state or somewhere that's not in your neighborhood, then it has to be carried to them. So that's three people. Then you have a platform, whether that platform is a flea market or eBay or Amazon or Posh or whoever. Now that's four people that you are paying. And then let's say you got a landlord. Boom. Then you live somewhere that you have to pay for, that you're renting. So you are paying five people outside of yourself. So when you sell something, you must absolutely make money. If the margin doesn't allow for you to make any profit, do not sell the item. Do not sell that item. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm confused. I have so many items where I can show you people have tanked the price and made it where it's just not making any money. This is another item that people tank the price on. I got hundreds of these. I got like between 400 or 500 of these. Currently, I purchased these for 80 cents. If you see my last post the other day, I got these for 80 cents, and I bought 4 shopping carts worth of these. So I got a lot of them. This one is good. This one I got for 50 cents. This one right here is currently selling for about between $22 and $26 FBA. So this one is good. 50 cents buy cost. I didn't get a lot of these. I think I got about 30 of these. These are a little bit harder to find. And then I had, of course, I got Xbox One. I got a lot of these. You guys are probably not going to see this. This is a little bit more rare. Xbox One and PS4 is a little bit more rare. So you're not really going to see a lot of these. Mainly because people understood that that was going to be a lot better of a buy than the other ones, because it's a lot more people playing Xbox One than it is people playing PS3. I mean, that's an obvious thing. So when you buy this stuff, consider these different things. Look into the market of it. When you scan it, you'll see a price rank. The price rank tells you how often or if that item is selling. Any item on Amazon that does have a price rank is selling on some level. So then you have to do your homework. You have to look up for a sales rank chart to understand what that means. Is it in the top 5% of a category? Is it in the top 10%, etc., etc.? And then understand what those numbers mean. If something is in the top 10%, how many sales is that per day, per week, per month, etc.? So when you have all of that as an understanding, when you go out to get products, it's a little bit easier because you know exactly what it is that you want to do as far as where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, bro. Yo, thank you for checking in, man. You see I'm sweating. I jumped straight on here. I wasn't worrying about nothing but getting out here and delivering this message and making sure I put this information out here, because it's actually mind-boggling that people are losing money. What I was basically saying was talking about how I got certain items, what I paid for them, and how people are selling them at a loss. Even with this, I think this right now is selling at somewhat of a loss. It doesn't make sense to sell it. I have a lot of them. I'm holding them. I'm hoarding. And I'm going to cash out later on. I'm going to show you another item I got a lot of that's actually making good money right now. Got a lot of these. This is the Tech Trap, Earth Trap, Air Trap. I got tons of them. Water Trap. You name it, I got it. I got bags of this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I got so much inventory, guys. It's crazy. But these were another item. This item was 50 cents. These sell for up to like $12, depending on which ones you have. But I'm gonna tell you how I do it that makes it very lucrative. Because they sell for upwards of $12, if you make bundles of them and sell them for about $6 or $7, it's a good price point, and people will actually buy them in bundles. So you can put them in bundles of like, say, 4. Give them 4 different ones. Boom. Put them in bundles. Like I said, buy cost was 50 cents. So that means your bundle of 4 will cost you $2 to make. And then boom, you will be trying to sell it for upwards of like 20-something dollars. And then add shipping on it or whatever. Boom, you got yourself a good sale, and you can do that consistently, especially if you have a lot of them. That's another thing I do with this. If you take this here, you can bundle. These are, like I said, these are around like 10 bucks. Buy cost was $2. If you bundle these, then obviously you can bundle this and just ask for 40, and somebody might say, hey, can you do 36? And you say, fine. Remember, it only costs you $8 to get this. And then it's not really big. When you put all 4 of them together, it's not really big. I got boxes this size. Put it into a box and ship it out. And you make some money. That's the way it's supposed to be. So you have to get creative. One of the ways to do this Amazon FBA thing and to stay in the game and to actually get good results, you have to be creative and you have to think. It's not just about piggybacking. When you scan something, you're looking to see if you could piggyback. You're looking to see where the next person is and what they're doing and how you can jump in there and fit in there some way. It's an okay method, but it's not the best method, and that's the reason why you'll have mediocre sales days like I'm having. I'm having plenty of mediocre days because I have the same inventory as a lot of other people, and they're willing to go a lot lower than I am on their sale price to generate a sale. Like, I'll show you another thing that I have a lot of, that other people have a lot of, and we have to battle to get sales, but I'm just letting them do their thing because I don't want to lose money trying to be the lowest person. Got a lot of these as well. These here. This is the Elven Forest Skylander Imaginators, and this is the Crash Bandicoot set. I got a lot of these. Elven Forest, I think I got about 150 of these, and then the Crash Bandicoot, maybe about 60. So I got a lot of them. I got some stuff where I got like 400 of. I just bought a lot of it, and the reason why I bought a lot of it, it's going to make sense later on. Maybe it doesn't make sense right now. That's fine. But what I do know, it will make sense. You have people who are willing to just pretty much take any type of margin. They will undersell and do whatever it is that they have to do. You have to understand HODL, which is holding on for dear life. So you HODL. I don't mind holding on to this. I know how much I paid for it. I know how much I can potentially get. I know that, once again, I can create bundles showing you this, the 4 crystals I had, and then taking this and this and putting all of it together and possibly asking for like, I don't know, 80 bucks. And then going a step further and giving them the whole set with it. So I'll say, all right, I got Skylander Imaginator starter set for PS4. And I got 2 more characters. Then I got 3 more characters to go with that. So you got 5 extra characters. Then I can take it a step further and say, hey, I'm going to give you 4 more power crystals. So I'm going to go here and grab these and throw these in there. And then by the time we get there, I can ask someone for upwards of $100 plus, and they'll pay it, and I can make a pretty good profit making my bundles and not having as much competition as the other people. When you sell all of these things individually, there's a lot of competition. But these things are selling abundantly. These things are selling all day. Those particular things are not selling at a loss at this time, but they're selling at razor-thin margins on some of the listings because of the amount of competition that's on there. And for some reason, people are not looking at how many fees that it is they have to pay. And they're not also considering the fact that I use inventory placement services. So I'm paying an additional 30 cents per unit for certain items that have to be transferred. And that's at a minimum. It starts at 30 cent base rate. Some of the things that are a little bigger, obviously, and have dimensions, bigger dimensions or whatever in weight, It costs more money. So people are like actually losing a lot of money doing some of this stuff. I'm totally confused. This is reverse finesse. You are finessing the wrong way. Now, I'm going to present to you one idea why people may be doing this and why that may even be possible for them to have such very low margins. One idea is they are getting a better deal than me and you, some type of way, by having a connection with that particular supplier, store, manager, etc. Some type of way they're able to get it at a price that we are not getting it at, so they can, compete for different margins that don't necessarily make sense for us or we deem to be too close. So that's one thing that I think is happening. Another thing could just be lack of experience, and people are not able to calculate what the fees are and what exactly it is that they should be doing to make a profit. That's something to be considered. That may or may not be the case. Some people could be liquidating for some particular reason. Some people may be trying to lose some money because of taxes. They need to make some losses up or whatever. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint exactly what is going on. But the point of this live in my talk is to make sure that you guys are not repeating the same thing. So keeping it simple, as I said, using the Amazon Seller app, when you scan your items and check them as far as the comps are concerned, when you look at the gross proceeds, you always want the gross proceeds to be a higher number than what you are paying. If those numbers are too close, then you just need to pass. Unless you understand the sales rank for that particular item and the market and how many times per day that can sell, and if you can actually sell it at the price that you see it at. Because once again, most of the times we're only comparing to the lowest price that we see. What if it goes lower? Consider that. Because that's what has happened to a lot of people who collected this type of stuff and some of this other stuff that I showed you. It might have went lower than where they needed to be. So I made sure I was able to buy this stuff at up to 90% off when I went into the stores. And that helped me out greatly because I was able to just have it be a no-brainer. All right, it's 90% off. Obviously, it's going to be profitable some type of way that I deliver it, whether if that's the flea market or online or through a bundle or some other type of way, more personally with somebody, whatever. Long story short, I know I'm going to be able to get some money back out of these items and that my money will be safe. That's something that I do know. I made sure of that, 100%. So I'm saying that to say, make sure you guys are making money. Don't be one of these people. I'm confused about exactly what is going on, guys, because it's been happening with so much stuff. Right now, compared to last year, I'm at 50% less sales. Mainly because I'll tell you what I did wrong. I'm only sourcing in one place right now. I have only been sourcing in Toys R Us for the whole first quarter. For the whole first quarter, only Toys R Us. I did not source anywhere else. Very rarely other places. Not enough to even say that I've sourced there. Because it's just been little sprinkles of inventory coming from this place, or from that place, or from that place. Primarily, I used to source mainly at Walmart and built around Walmart with other different stores and a couple discount places and put together some inventory. And that's how I was making my money. But now, I kind of just had tunnel vision and been going to Toys R Us. I've been caught up in the Toys R Us hype. And it did me well. I'm not going to lie. It carried me. But I'm seeing that I need to diversify, and I opened up some wholesale accounts and things like that, hoping that they get approved and I can make some orders and start to do some different ventures and start to use some capital to do different things and to get away from as much competition as I have had around me so far this year. I've been having like steep competition because I don't have anything that the next person does not have. All of my inventory is inventory that is accessible by just going out there and scanning and finding stuff. And I just have to do better than that. But I have been doing extremely well on Mercari, mainly because I understand creating bundles and about creating a competitive edge and doing things that other people are not doing to pull in some customers. And tomorrow I am going live. Well, not live, I'm sorry. I'm doing my masterclass for Mercari, and that masterclass is going to be on Telegram. If you guys want to join the class, you can go to digitaltrapper.life. That's www.digitaltrapper. You can make payment at paypal.me/Flipadollar. Obviously, if you watch this video after tomorrow, then this class is going to already have passed. But I will be having much more classes, so obviously you want to follow me on Instagram at Flipadollar. You know what I'm saying? I'm always sharing content. There's going to be a lot more content going on this YouTube. And give me some questions, guys. Like, what do you think about this matter with people underselling stuff? What exactly do you think is going on? Obviously, we want to sell things so we can make money. So what exactly are these people trying to accomplish by selling something at a loss? How many of them know exactly what is going on? And how many of them just got bad software and, you know, they tried to do some pricing things and didn't understand what they were putting into the little boxes in the fields? Lost for words. I'm lost for words. And if I wasn't using my phone to do this broadcast that I'm talking about, because, man, I don't know what's going on. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think I can switch this around to my computer. Maybe not, because my broadcast is probably going to just be terrible once I start trying to switch my thing around to my computer. Let me see if my computer is actually on. You know what I'm saying? If my computer is on, then I could probably do something. My computer is not on. Oh, yes, it is. There it is. My computer is on. Let me see if I can show you guys some of this stuff I'm talking about to show you how people are just, you know, selling this stuff at a loss. I should have got my iPad. Okay, people are just, man, these people, I don't know what they're doing. See how much this is selling for on Amazon. Okay, $5.75, and this guy has 14 in stock. Let me switch my camera around so you guys can see what I got going on. Alright, so this particular item here, like I said, box for this was 50 cents. This here, and they are selling it for $5.75. I'm going to get my Amazon sellers app on my iPad so I can show you guys exactly what it is, what that means. So we can get into the numbers, because like I said, I wanted to get into the numbers with you guys so that way I can explain why this is crazy and why I think people need to just do better. And this guy has 14 of this in stock. So he has 14 up there. He probably had more than that. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get my iPad and we're going to dig deep into this situation. So I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right, so I got my iPad, right? I'm gonna take it off the keyboard. Just got it hooked up to a fancy keyboard. I'm gonna get it open and get it to my Amazon Sellers app. All right, so I got my Amazon Sellers app open. Let me blow my screen up. Don't laugh at my sales today either, guys. Don't laugh at my sales. Hopefully this thing doesn't fall. Hey, what's up? All right, so I got my Amazon Sellers app open, right? Don't laugh at my sales. I only got a few sales today. All right, so this particular item is what we were talking about. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the UPC because I don't have a barcode scanner connected to my iPad at this time. I'm going to type in the UPC. So basically, the UPC for this item is 047 875 847 477. All right, enter. All right, so here's the item here, $5.75. Okay, that's my point, guys. So point proven. We're going to go back and look at this, right? This is what I want you guys to look at, because this is what boggles my mind. Looking on the computer, right? The guy with the buy box is selling this for $5.75. You can see Amazon crossed out $9.99, which is where the price should be to make it make sense. This guy undercut somebody at $9.99 to sell the item for $5.75. When you go inside the app, right, and I want you guys to answer this. He's selling it for $5.75. The fee is higher than what he's selling it for. Do you see that? So he's selling it for $5.75, but the fee is $5.85. So he's losing 10 cents right off the bat. So he's paying to sell this item. Once again, he has 14 in stock. He's losing money on every single one. And that's the going rate, considering the 28 offers that we have between seller fulfilled and FBA. The people doing it seller fulfilled might be able to make some money some type of way with shipping credit and everything. This person is giving Amazon $5.85 every time they sell one, so they're losing money. But for some reason, they don't know. Now, the item is only ranked 4,900, so it's selling every day. Now, let's see how many people are the stupid ones so we can get an idea of the market. 575, 585, he's crazy. He's crazy. Those three are losing money. $5.99, he's making a little bit more than them. $6, $6, $6.25, $6.25, $6.49, all the way up, $6.73. Okay, good question, Arbitrage Ninja. Let me address that, and I'll tell you what makes sense. Regardless of if you have pricing software or not, the very first thing that you would need to do is know your threshold. How low can you go before you pass the threshold of losing money? How low can you go before it's not making any sense? Don't you have to have that set in before you even go into any pricing software and put anything into those boxes to tell it what to do? Like, obviously, logically, isn't that the first thing that you consider? Let's take that same analogy and example and say we're flipping cars. If we were to go to an auction to purchase any particular type of vehicle, the very first thing that would make sense for me will be to go onto a website or Auto Trader or something like that and see what the trade-in value of this particular car is if it's in running condition. Once I understand what the trade-in value is, then I would know how much I can bid on this car to buy it before I would pass the threshold of losing money. So if I was bidding on a car that had a trade-in value of $5,000, then I would know I don't want to go past $5,000, because once I go past $5,000, I may be putting myself in a position to lose money. So if I was to purchase that car for $2,500, but it had a trade-in value of $5,000, it's easy for us to assume that we may have already profited $2,500 right off of the bat, even if we have to just trade the car in and sell it to another dealer. You get where I'm going? So when you know those numbers in your threshold and where you are and what you're paying, then you can see if the opportunity in front of you makes sense. These people are buying something and not making any money. You see what I'm saying? These people are crazy. $6.73. He's making a little bit more than them. $6.75, $7, $7. You want to pretty much, you want to be at $9.99. That's where you want to be. So let's see who's at $9.99. Let's see how many people got cents. Hardcore Fix got cents. PT Shippers got cents. 1047. They probably go straight to 12. Straight to 12. Then 13. Then up to 15. 14.49. All right. So the good thing is, guys, around Q4, all of these goofy people will have already sold out by Q4. They won't have any more supply. So in Q4, this toy that cost us 50 cents will probably be like 20 bucks. Let's see what the highest FBA offer is. The highest FBA offer right now is $16.99. So it's safe to say the ones that I am holding that I paid 50 cents for, I will be able to get $16.99. And I got some on my shelf there. I got tons of stuff in my office, guys. If you don't know, I'm not just doing this to play around. I actually want to make money. I'm not just a sweaty guy for no reason. I'm sweaty because I'm working. I'm sweaty because I'm trying. I'm sweaty because I'm doing so many things and making an effort to move forward. These particular people are not moving forward. They're doing the same thing as me, but they're not going to get the same result as me. Just because you work hard does not mean you will be successful, because you can work hard and work stupid. You know what I'm saying? And go backwards, and you can work hard and work smart also. So my broadcast is to make sure that you guys are not only just working hard, but working smart and having an understanding. Without the understanding, you'll be this person here that has 14 of an item. They have 14 units of an item that they are losing money on. So they're losing money 14 times. And we're just looking at one SKU. On a store level, maybe if we were to review this guy's store, he's just a low baller all the way across the board, and he's losing money on every single item that he's offering for a low price, and for some reason not understanding that at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope it doesn't make any sense, and I hope I'm wrong and that I'm just missing something here. But I don't know, guys. This is the opposite of what it is that you want to do. We want to reverse tank, which means we want to try to take something and make the price go higher. These people want to tank. They want to take something and make the price go lower. I have so many items that people have reverse tanked, and it's bugging me. It's killing me, because I know that if we were able to just get what we were supposed to get for this stuff, it would be super, super lucrative. Like I'm not looking to do any price tanking, guys. I'm gonna show y'all how I play. You know what I'm saying? Let me get right here into my messages and show you how I play. Where's it at? Where's my messages? I just seen it. Here it is. This is how I'm playing right here. This is how I'm playing. 90% off. Filling up shopping carts. So not only do I have shopping carts full of these, in this particular shot I had 3 carts. I had a cart with some other small toys in it. Then I had some bigger toys behind me that you can't see. And then I had a bunch of these here, which is what I showed you. And I got some of those on the floor behind me. I got some right there, just a few of them. Boom, I got some right there. I got them for every different system that was profitable. And like I said, hodl gang, I'm holding. I'm not looking to sell it at the lowest price. I'm not looking to try to get the money back as soon as possible. We're gonna make some money, because that's what the point of us investing in it was. I got it at 90% off, so I'm good. I can compete with everybody. Some of these people got it at 50% off. Some people got it at 10%. Some of these stores, you go in them and at 10%, it's looking like it's a good sale, and people just, they eating it up at 10%. I don't got time for that. I'm not gonna eat it up at 10%. We're gonna get it at the right price. And then I got another store where I hit them up at 70% and I went crazy. This was a store at 70%. They had 6 days left. I hit them up. I went crazy. It was nighttime. I was crushing. I was crushing, guys. Let me see how many different hauls and stuff I have inside this thing. I really was just, I was in my bag, man. I wasn't taking no for an answer. I wasn't playing. I don't think I got many more Toys R Us hauls in here. I don't have many more Toys R Us hauls in here. Or do I? But you guys get the picture. It's really about just understanding your numbers and making sure you are not pissing over your budget. I'm making money the majority of the time. I do have some losses. I am making some mistakes. I did do some things that hurt me. I'll tell you one of the things I did that hurt me. Didn't really hurt me, but it could have hurt me. I spent $1,000 on Recoil. If you've seen that, it's like a laser tag type of game thing, interactive thing with some guns and stuff like that. Any level. I purchased a whole bunch of those things, the starter sets, and then the rifles and everything. And when I got home, I saw the box says only at Toys R Us. But to my surprise, when I went to take it off, it wasn't a sticker. It was actually part of the box. So I was like, damn, do I want to risk selling these things on Amazon and people see that only at Toys R Us label and get upset at me and then give me a negative feedback or something like that I can't get removed and just give me a whole bad reputation over trying to make a sale? Now, these particular items are selling for $200. The starter sets. The special edition starter sets are selling for $200. But then I'm caught in a situation. Do I open them and use them? Or do I go ahead and sell them and try to see what's going to happen? Do I risk getting a negative feedback or anything like that and getting myself in the jam? Is it worth it? And I'm thinking it's not. So with that particular item, I think that was a bit of a loss. It's not an entire loss because I don't have all of the item that I can't sell. I have a variation of items, so I can still sell some of it, but I won't get all of my money back. But then on another note, I got some cool gifts to give out to my nephews if they want to play some laser tag. So it's not all bad. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes around to this birthday time or something where they get a gift, I got a really cool gift to give them if that's the case. And you know, no harm, no foul. Every business will incur losses, but that's part of business. You don't want to create losses. You will incur them, but you don't want to create them by being these people without any experience and taking these particular items and losing money on it. Let me go to another item. This is another one where I believe this is at a loss. Let's check it now. I'm going to go on Amazon and scan it and see if it's at a loss. I believe it's at a loss. I'll tell y'all now in a second. All right, this one is even in a worse shape, and I'll show you why. Come on, camera, flip. Okay, so this item here is an add-on item. $687. Good evening. 687. It's an add-on item. This guy has 6 of them in stock. Let's see what that means. All right, so it's an add-on item. Let me get my iPad open again because I closed it. Get my iPad open. Detach it from the keyboard. Set the keyboard right here. And we're going to do some math. All right, so get my Amazon Sellers app open again. Get the UPC for this item. The UPC for this item is 0.47875. $847 $422. Hopefully I did that right. Okay, so it's showing the same thing. It's showing that it's up there for 687. Let's get an understanding of what that means as far as profitability. Okay. This one here, they are making 10 cents gross proceeds. Would you sell something to only get back 10 cents? The fee is $5.89 and they're selling it for $5.99. But it's being advertised at $6.87 as an add-on item. I wouldn't want to be in either two of those places. I wouldn't want to be the guy here with the buy box getting $5.99 or selling it for $5.99 rather and only getting 10 cents. And I wouldn't want to be the guy here selling it for $6.87. So let's get into the people who actually have some type of sense in their head. Let's say we sold this item for $10, which would be a lot more reasonable. We want to go into the app and punch these numbers in. So we're going to say our low price for this is $10. So let's take these numbers out of here. We want to sell this for $10. Okay. We're going to say our buy cost is 50 cents because that's what I got them for. 50 cents. And then we're going to say shipping it to Amazon is 30 cents because obviously if you send a box of them, the more you send, the lower the shipping cost is going to be, most likely even under 30 cents. Just as a default, we'll say 30 cents. That still leaves us to walk away with $2.71 positive after paying 50 cents. You see our cost will be 50 cents and then shipping to Amazon is 30 cents. Let's just say shipping to Amazon is 60 cents because I use inventory placement, which will automatically put an additional 30 cents on my units. So we're going to say that our numbers are cost of shipping 60 cents, cost of purchase 50 cents. After considering all of that, we're still walking away with over $2 for this particular item with a sell price of $10 even. So I'm saying that to say you want to be smart and you want to make sure when you do your numbers, when you got the app, just keeping it simple. When you scan stuff on Amazon, you want to look at the rank up here. Boom, the rank is telling you how often it's selling, right? So you're looking at the rank. Sorry about that. So you're looking at the rank. The rank is telling you how often it's selling. It's right there at the top. And then you want to look at the gross proceeds right here because the gross proceeds is telling you how much potentially you're going to get back after the fee. The fee is right here in the middle. The middle of it is going to show you the fee. The fee is $5.89. I hope you still follow me. So this is just keeping it simple. I don't care what level you are selling stuff on Amazon. When you walk up to it, you're going to look for the barcode. You're going to scan it with your mobile. Boom. After you scan it or your handheld scanner, you're going to look at these numbers here and you're going to ponder, does it make sense? Is it profitable? How many people are selling this item? You got 47 people competing. So you got about at least 40 people that's like, damn, what are these guys doing? But I'm going to say another thing to you that I didn't consider or say. It doesn't always stay at this low number of $5.99 because obviously if it's at $5.99, this dude that's losing money will eventually sell out. And the buy box will rotate and go to higher people and people with better metrics and so on and so forth. So it will rotate. I have things in my inventory where I'm selling them for $10, but the buy box is $6. Now, of course, they are getting a much, much higher volume of sales than I am. But from time to time, that buy box will come up to me and I will start to get some sales. I'll sell a few, or I'll sell some all day or for 2 days straight and be like, man, these guys must be out of stock, or I'm just doing great right now. The buy box, like it's my turn. I'm starting to, you know, generate some sales. And it's an important thing just to know your numbers, guys. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm talking in circles at this time, but the point of all this is don't be the guy that's losing money. Let me show you what my sales look like because of this. Just looking at my sales, I got 25 sales for today. If you look at my chart, I'm 49% down from last month and 39% down from last year. And this is only because I'm holding a lot of Toys R Us inventory that I'm not able to compete with the other sellers because these guys are losing money. I refuse to be another one of the guys that are going to lose money. You got to do your numbers, all right? You got to do your numbers. So do your numbers. Control your budget. Don't do anything crazy. If you guys don't know, you can keep control of your numbers right inside your phone. I use QuickBooks Self-Employed. I have an affiliate link for QuickBooks Self-Employed that I'm going to leave in the description if you want to get 50% off of QuickBooks Self-Employed by signing up with my link and using it, and you'll be able to get all your numbers in your hand. You'll see how much taxes you owe. You'll be able to calculate your mileage, because obviously you should be claiming mileage because you're driving around. If you're doing retail arbitrage like myself and doing a whole bunch of driving, you want to claim that because that's part of your business and that's part of your expenses and everything else. So saying that to say, just know your numbers, man. Just know your numbers. If you've been going this far without really paying attention to your numbers, I want you to look into them, because I do not want you to be one of these people. I didn't go into showing you what the stores are and stuff like that. It's not about embarrassing anybody. It's just about awareness. People are losing a great amount of money. And guess who's making money on top of your back? Amazon. Amazon makes money regardless, whether they compete against us on the listing or not, because we're using them as the platform. They are giving us the traffic and the ability to use FBA and empower ourselves, and we should use that to empower ourselves, not to just be on the platform just to say we're there. Like, come on, man. I'm confused right now, guys. I got probably thousands of items that I'm holding. I'm sure I got hundreds of items, but there's a great potential that I have thousands of items. I got 300 square feet that's full of items that I have been purchasing. And I got a couple items that's in this room. This room is like 150 square feet, but obviously it's not full. I have a full environment, up to the ceiling full. You know what I'm saying? 10-foot ceiling full. So much items, so much product. And I'm going to figure out how I'm going to break it down and sell it and get some of that money back out of it. And the great part about it is most of it was purchased at 80% and 90% off in stores. I've been going to these sales for a long time and just cleaning up, man. Let me see if I can show y'all some of my hauls on Instagram. Just I've been cleaning up, man. I've been doing my thing. And I've been sharing it with my groups. If you don't know, runintothemoney.com. We have a resale group, Mastermind, where we share all relevant information. That's where it goes down at. It goes down at runintothemoney.com. Some real information going on there. Let me see. Let me show y'all some of my hauls. I'm on my IG now. Oh yeah, and tell y'all, I got in trouble the other day. I don't want you to do this. I wasn't aware of this. I was extremely ignorant. I'll show you this post here. This is the other day. Those big boxes that you see, those boxes are 36 inches. You know, the first cart got 3 of them, and then the second cart has one on the bottom. Don't send in any boxes that are 36 inches that have multiple items, because my inbound shipping was temporarily suspended this morning when I woke up, because that's a violation. Obviously, you might know you're not to send in boxes that are over 50 pounds that contain multiple items. It's okay if you have single items, because it's not possible for some things to be under 50 pounds. It's like a couch being under 50 pounds, or a bed frame or something like that will most likely be up to or exceed 50 pounds. So that's fine. And of course, that will exceed 36 inches. But when you have multiple items, it's a no-no to do that. And like I said, I was ignorant, but now I know, because I was reprimanded about it, and I'm sharing it with you guys to make sure you don't have that same particular problem go on with you. So now that we got that out of the way, be diligent and do not, you know, abuse the fact that you could send in something that was bigger and just claim you didn't know. Don't abuse that. You don't want to do that. It's not a good practice. It's not safe, and it just doesn't make any sense. Let me see, show you some more of these hauls. Just go back. How I built my shipments. I'm gonna give y'all how I do my shipments when I share this stuff. Sometimes I don't think people actually look at it for what it's worth. So I just want to share with you guys how I do my shipments real quick while I'm looking at it. I'll get this post open. So when I do my shipments, I take the amount of boxes that I'm going to need and I fill the items. I fill up the boxes with the items. Once I have the boxes filled, then I start to list the items based on the boxes, because most of the time they will actually all go to the same place. So I'm saying that to say, let's say if you got 20 of these and you want to send them to Amazon. When you get 20 of these, you go get some boxes that you think 20 of them will fit in, or multiple boxes, and however you're going to do it. Fill the boxes up with this stuff, and then per box you would start listing. So if you were able to get 5 per box, then you would go make your shipments of 5 items. I know that's a little bit of items, whatever. If that's what it takes to get it up to the warehouse, that's what you do. And then you go ahead and you make your shipments, and then boom, you send it out. And it streamlines the process, rather than when you got a whole bunch of stuff and you're looking at it and you're like, man, I don't even understand how I'm going to make this happen logically and put it all together. And you kind of get confused and you get discouraged and you don't move forward, because it's a lot of pain involved with how logistically you can make it all work. I want you to learn to embrace the pain, because when you embrace the pain, you take it to another level. Because when you embrace the pain, you do it without effort. You do it without thought, because it's just basic. You be like, all right, this is what I got to do. But when you associate too much pain with it, then it just makes you just crumble and you fold, and then you don't get nothing done because it's hurting you. Don't let it hurt you. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna feel a certain amount of pain, but man, forget that. The proof is in the pudding, baby. We gonna make it work. Let me see. I want to show y'all some of my hauls, man. Trying to show y'all some of my hauls. My haul game crazy. My haul game crazy, baby. All right, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right, this is one of my storages. Show y'all this. This is one of my storages. This is my outbound storage. I was showing you me making a shipment one day. Mobile shipping. This is where it goes down. This is some of my stuff. All Toys R Us stuff. All Toys R Us. I got a lot going on, and I ship directly from the car. All Toys R Us, man. So that was just showing you, you know what I'm saying, how your hauls could be. That was a bunch of stuff that I grabbed up, shipped it straight out to Amazon, made some money on it. Before the price tankers jumped on it, before people was acting crazy, that was weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Now, those same items, I would just buy them and hold them, because I know they will be good, you know. And if it's profitable now, it will be profitable in Q4, because in Q4, people, boop, the light bulb goes off and they start to raise prices on stuff like they're supposed to. During the rest of the year, I don't know, just common sense goes out the door and people just start doing whatever. And then from there, just so many, it's like super headaches, you know what I'm saying, make your brain hurt, because people just not doing what they need to do. Man, I don't know what's going on. I don't have time, man. I don't have time for this type of nonsense, man. Hey, with me and my son, Christmas Day, I had the green beard popping. I had the green beard. I gotta grow my beard back, man. My son funny, but I had the green beard popping. Let me show y'all some of my hauls, man. Let me get down to these hauls. Oh man, this navigation on Instagram is crazy, because every time you close it, you gotta start back at the top of the thread. I don't want to start at the top. What you doing? That was a crazy shipment there. I wasn't playing right there. All right, let me show y'all some of my hauls like I want to show y'all before I get up out of here. But I feel like I conveyed the message and what I was trying to say, as far as just like, guys, just pay attention to what it is that you're doing and understand that the gross proceeds is what matter the most. Gross proceeds matter more than anything. If you're not getting gross proceeds, you doing it for nothing. Excuse me. You doing it for nothing. Yo, come on, y'all. Stop playing with me, man. You playing around with your life. Playing around with your life, man. What's wrong? All right, come on, where my hauls at? Just want to show y'all these hauls. Here's one right here. Here's a haul. Come on. Yo, what's up with my computer? There we go. This was a 90% off haul. Walmart. Look at that. That's about $15,000 worth of stuff, man. Literally, if y'all don't know, that's about $15,000 worth of stuff. Look at that right there. See that? That's a toner, 78A. 78A toner. 90% off. So when I go into stores, right, I got the right type of instinct. Like, I don't go in there and be Dal Sim. If you ever play Street Fighter, you know Dal Sim is the dude that can hit you from across the room because he could reach. You don't want to go in there and necessarily go in there and do a whole bunch of reaching, because reaching don't really mean anything. It's about making money. We're here to make money. So once again, I'm gonna show you. Just show you this. This is like $15,000 worth of stuff, and I walked out of there and I paid less than like $2 grand for it. You know what I'm saying? I had every video game in the building. If you can see, that's a whole box of video games. It's video games under it. If you can see right there, like, that's all video games. This was like software. I had diabetic strips. See those yellow boxes? Those are diabetic strips. Those joints was like $150 a box. But what I want you to notice that's in there is the toners and stuff that I got in the bottom. You see the 78A, right? So this was right before HP restricted toner. But 78A, keep that in your mind. Hold the thought. I'm going to go right here and show you what that was going for, so you can see what I had going on. I wasn't reaching. I was making it happen. So the 78A, right? Look. 78A. 87.89. Just that one item was $87. I had multiple of them. I had multiple diabetic strips. Man, listen, it was crazy. And then another thing that I was doing that a lot of you guys probably don't even think about, I was breaking down bundles. Like, if you look right here, you got 78A there, and then you got 78A 2-pack, which is just held together by like a little label. So I had some of the 2-packs as well, and I broke them down. The funny thing is, the 2-packs were slightly cheaper than the single ones, but obviously at 90% off, I got all of them because it just made sense. And I broke them down. I took the little label thing off and just, boom, sold them individually. And it was a great thing. That's not my only haul I had like that. I had plenty of hauls. I had a 90% off haul at Kmart some time ago. Well, I guess that was about like a year and some change ago. And that haul was epic. Let me see if I can find that haul for y'all real quick. That haul was epic. Like, people was like, yo, who is this guy? This guy crazy. I had 3 carloads, man, of stuff, yo. I had to keep leaving. Luckily, I was able to get my stuff held by Kate and Jet. If y'all don't follow Kate and Jet on Instagram, y'all need to follow him. He looked out for me and held my stuff down when I went back to go store it and everything. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was epic. I'm gonna pull that up for y'all now before we get up out of here, and just tell y'all, man, know your numbers, man. These people, they bugging. It's been plenty of times that I lost money, but I lost money trying things and being creative and taking chances, not by just, you know, not being informed on any level. These people they just not informed, man. They need help, man. They need a coach, something. They just listing and underselling stuff. Like, what? Who does that? Who does that? Who just goes out and buys stuff and just undersells it and just, come on, man. Making my brain hurt, man. Making my brain hurt. Let me get this Kmart Finesse real quick so I can show y'all what it is before we get up out of here, man. This Kmart Finesse, baby. You at Kmart. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. There it is. It's epic. And after this, we're going to get up out of here, guys. This right here, this Kmart right here.
Y'all know I stay in this trap.
90% off.
Call it life, baby. Call it life. First round trip. Coming back for the second in a couple. Let's get it. Y'all know I stay in this trap.
I had like 4 trips to that, y'all. And with that being the case, we have almost been on here for an hour, so I'm going to wrap it up and just give y'all an hour. I appreciate those who have showed up. Shout out to everybody in here. You know what I mean? Peace and blessings as always. Know your numbers. That was a 90% off haul, after a 90% off haul, after a 90% off haul, and a 70% off haul. I'm really getting out there and make sure it makes sense when I go out there and I spend my money, because I understand that some of the competition is just really not that tight. And consider the fact that some of these people did not pay what I paid. They paid more because they didn't wait until 90% to get this stuff. They ran in there and got the stuff at 50%. And now they're trying to compete with the margins that you see, and they just losing so much money and energy and time, and just, whew, it's crazy, man. Work smarter and not harder, y'all. That's all I can say at the end of the day, man. I appreciate y'all checking me out. I'm going to say that my very first live stream was a success because you guys came and held me down and you were in here. And I hope people watch this video and get something from it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was a little long-winded at an hour, but we'll consider that later on. As always, guys, I'm going to catch y'all on my next post, either here or on Instagram. I want y'all to turn your post notifications on. Hit that bell icon. And we're going to keep running to this money, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all hold me down, man. I'm up out of here. As always, peace, blessings, and prosperity. I'm going to catch y'all at the next post. Peace.